All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today is definitely a momentous day as we get ready to launch the iHypnosis Life Foundation 3.0. As the name suggests, this is our updated flagship entry into our community members really going deeper into doing their inner work. And when we do this as a community, the kind of experiences, the kind of transformation that people experience it truly is beyond words. So I thought let me talk about tracing history because as I was spending time today with our community, we actually reflected on the last 12 months. And for members who've been around even before that, it was an opportunity to go even further back in time and notice the kind of changes, the kind of transformation that has been happening on an ongoing basis. So I thought, what better than to take a moment and just, truly talk about one of three reflections, and that is truly to reflect on history. So, especially if you are a healer, if you're a coach, my question to you is, how often do you take time to reflect on history? The history of your channel, the history of your community, and the history of your own trajectory. What do you notice when you reflect on it? And how do you feel when you reflect on it? I was very fortunate that I got to do this with my community members live. And today we had an extended session. So we met at 8 this evening and we went on for a good 2.5 hours. It was really, really beautiful to be able to share that and reflect on that shared history and noticing how much people have grown, how much they have grown, how much I have grown. And it's another opportunity to be grateful for what I've received and to hear their gratitude for what they have received. So the first thing, as I said, is it's really powerful to reflect on history. The second thing, and this is really what makes it so much more powerful, so much more meaningful, is when you see the signs. So as we were reflecting and we were looking at the design of the iHypnosis Life Foundation 2.0, and then of course 1.0 as well that we rolled out last year. It was amazing to see that some of the trends have retained and some of them have grown with time. Originally we had thought of running a 1 year certification program, which is now grown into a 3 year certification program, and it all happened so organically. And similarly, it's really beautiful to hear and see how these programs have grown in their impact on people. And, just listening to people sharing their own life stories as they reflect on the last 12 to maybe even 24 or even 36 months. And, in their own, let's say, journey of growth, who they were a couple of years ago, who they were maybe 2 years ago, and who they are now being. And also, of course, poised for growth because we're now moving into the Foundation 3.0 version. So it's beautiful to notice when you actually see the signs that, yes, you are growing. Sometimes it may not seem very evident, but it is happening. And to me, as a healer and a coach, it's a reminder to you as well that, as you being the healer and the coach, that this is happening. Trust the process and keep showing up. And lastly, as I said, the point is not just to reflect on history, not just to see the signs, but also to appreciate our growth and appreciate your growth. Because when you're able to do that, this is when gratitude becomes something that will carry you forward in the days ahead. Because remember, the future is uncertain, but that also means is that it is not certain, meaning it's not cast in stone. So even if you had a tough day, a tough month, or maybe even a tough couple of years, it's okay because the future is uncertain. Usually, when we say it's uncertain, we make it sound terrible, horrible, worse things are going to happen. But here's another thing to think about. When you really believe that the future is uncertain, that means you can turn it into certainty by just showing up. And when you get to do this with the power of your community that's here to back you, to support you, then life truly takes on a different meaning. So, these pods I've been creating now for a while. It is keeping you in mind. It is, as a way to support you on your journey as a healer and a coach. And of course, if you haven't already joined us, come and experience what it is like. As I said, now we're rolling out our front end program so that you get a feel of what happens and you're able to really experience shift for real and in real time. And lastly, of course, having said all of this, really do look forward to seeing you in any, many, or of course, all of our programs. And truly appreciate you and look forward to, being part of your journey, part of your transformation. Before I go, of course, I see we've got Sangeeta who says, I am now a pioneer in the community, very proud of that fact. Yes, you have earned that right. And Abhishankar says, it was really a great feeling to walk down the memory lane. True. So, as always, really appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you in the future. And having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.